You gave everything, you asked for nothing, and they still walked away. This is the story of one person who learned that giving yourself away completely is not kindness. It is a slow way of losing yourself. And the day he stopped, everything quietly changed. His name was Adam. He was 26 years old. He worked in a small company in a quiet city. Adam was the kind of person who arrived first and left last. He remembered everyone's deadlines. He covered everyone's mistakes. He smiled through every difficulty. His greatest strength was this: he genuinely wanted people to feel okay. His invisible flaw was this: he needed them to feel okay, more than he needed to feel okay himself. Every morning, Adam walked into that office carrying something heavy, not in his hands, but in his chest. His manager gave him extra work without ask, Adam said. Of course. His colleague forgot her report. Adam stayed 2 hours late to finish it. His team needed someone to take the difficult client call. Adam raised his hand before anyone spoke. Nobody thanked him. Nobody noticed. They only noticed when something was not done. And Adam told himself every evening, tomorrow they will see it. Tomorrow they will understand. Tomorrow never came. One afternoon, the manager called a meeting. A project had gone wrong. Numbers were missing. A client was unhappy. The manager looked around the room slowly. Who was responsible for this report? Silence.
Adam looked at his colleague, Ria. She had asked him to help with that section. He had stayed late for it. He had checked every number. Ria looked down at her notebook. She said nothing. The manager looked at Adam. Adam, you reviewed this, yes? Adam opened his mouth. He wanted to say, I helped, but it was not my project. Instead, he heard his own voice say, yes, I will fix it. The manager nodded and moved on. Ria did not look up. She did not say thank you. She did not say anything. Adam sat in that chair and felt something shrink inside him, something small and important. That evening, Adam sat alone in the office. Everyone had left. The lights were half off. His screen was still open on someone else's unfinished document. He looked at his phone. No messages. He thought of all the times he had dropped his own work to carry someone else's. He thought of all the lunches he had skipped, all the evenings he had given away, all the quiet moments he had traded for a chance to be needed. And sitting there in that empty, silent room, Adam felt something he had never allowed himself to feel before. He felt completely alone.
Not because nobody was around, but because he had spent years making himself useful to everyone and had never once asked, does anyone actually see me? He put his head in his hands, and for the first time in a very long time, Adam had no answer. Adam left the office late that night. He walked home slowly through a small park near his building. The park was empty. One old tree stood near the center path. Its roots had pushed up through the ground, thick, wide, impossible to ignore. Adam stopped. He had walked past this tree hundreds of times. He had never really looked at it. The tree gave shade every summer. It stood through every storm. Birds rested in its branches. Children played beneath it. But the tree did not bend toward them. It did not follow them when they left. It did not shrink itself to make them more comfortable. It simply stood, rooted, still, completely itself. And everything came to it because of that. Not because it chased, not because it begged, because it was unmovable. Adam stood there for a long time. One quiet thought moved through him. What if the reason nobody stays is not because I give too little, but because I have forgotten how to stand still? He had no answer yet.
But for the first time, he felt the right question. The next morning, Adam came to the office at his normal time. Not early, not late, his normal time. He opened his own work first. When Raya asked him to check her numbers, Adam looked at her calmly and said, I have my own deadline today. You can check them yourself. His voice did not shake. He was not angry. He was not cold. He was simply honest. For the first time in years, Adam finished his own work completely. Before 5 o'clock, he closed his laptop, he stood up, and he walked out. 3 weeks passed quietly. Adam stopped arriving early, he stopped staying late, he stopped raising his hand before anyone else had spoken. Something strange began to happen. His manager started addressing him differently, with a small, careful respect that had never been there before. His colleagues stopped assuming he would carry their load, and slowly, without trying, Adam began to take up more space in that room. Not because he was louder, not because he pushed anyone away, but because he had finally stopped making himself smaller.
He was the same Adam, but something inside him had shifted, like a quiet stone settling into the right place. Think about your own life for a moment. Is there someone or something that you have been giving everything to while quietly disappearing inside? You cannot pour from a cup you never fill. The world does not respect the one who gives everything away. The world respects the one who knows what they are worth. Standing still is not selfishness. It is how the right things find you. If something in Adam's story felt familiar, perhaps this is the right moment to ask yourself one
honest question. If this story stayed with you, share it with someone who has been giving too much for too long. They may need to hear it today. You do not have to disappear to deserve love.